Hey y'all, hey y'all. I have cat. Alright, so I should be able to do new. I've got Realm of Lorcan installed, which is part of this QA thing I want to do. Beautiful. Okay, cat is in frame. Cool. Let's do some QA in the Abetian Isles. We just had a new merge with a couple of new things. So I'm going to start from a fresh character and do spells only. And only spells that I can find in the Abetian Isles. So get a preset. Cat. There, cat. Good enough. Um, Jimmy. It gives you conjure familiar. Huh. Is that a Breton thing? I didn't remember that being a Breton. I know the dragon skin is. I don't know if conjure familiar is like a thing that they add to Realm of Lorcan or what. Switch back really quick. Cool. We're all good. Give me more windows so I can actually see. Okay, cool. Alright, and there's a Solitude 1 somewhere. Do I want to get any of the Realm of Lorcan stuff? I don't think so. Because what I really want to do is go in spells only. I guess having Conjure Familiar baseline is not a bad way to go. Because that'll be my start. And then I'll find other ones on the way. Solitude. This actually brings me to the Winking Skeever. So you know what? That's even better. The Winking Skeever. Yes, Brian shows up. Without voice lines yet, but that's fine. Do. design to do. There's been a mod that I've been thinking about doing. I wrote all of it that I wanted, but I haven't done it yet. Where after this execution, did something happen? It looks like the normal execution. Anyway, where after this would happen, there would be like little scenes from plays that would go on here. Scenes are finicky enough, but like I want to change up all the level design and have like set pieces and whatnot. I'm just not that good of a level designer to do that all on top of each other. I need to get better with that. You know what? This QA will be a good way to like speed run. I'm gonna speed run the Abishin Eye. Damage boost. Okay, that's just Twitch telling me I have a live dashboard or whatever. Okay, so that's the like dainty sloat or whatever. I think yeah, that is the dainty sloat. Is there a marker for forecast bell as well? There probably is. That's what's that? Because the was that like the Thalmor Embassy? Okay, that's actually what that is. Right, I would have to TMM one for that. But I'm not gonna do that. I'm good. Almer. Excuse me, you should have a voice. Okay. Just a couple of his don't have it. Okay. Oh. I don't think any of my yeah, I don't think any of the game audio has been coming through. Well, whatever.
Eltheric Expeditions wants to establish trade with Kespar and Hern, two islands nominally ruled by Stros Mackay, but you wouldn't know it. They're about the closest thing to old Yokuda you'll find on Tamriel, and they don't warm up well to outsiders. But that's where you come in. We need someone to integrate themselves with the locals.
That's right.
Help
I
out.
did happen.
Open the door for our
did
traders
ask
to
him for a
start
reason for
operating
that.
in those islands. Make sense? Aye. We'll shove off then.
What's up? I'm just playing through some of the new merge spells only, so that I can see what I can scrape up from the spells available. If it ever loads. I get it's like we're switching world spaces here, but come on. I don't know. Just been kind of going for it. I also don't have my hair totally grown out, because, I shaved the sides. This side's all shaven. So I've got this, half-seas thing going on. I don't think I'm gonna actually just trimmed it a little bit so it didn't go below my shoulders. I've had it long before, though. I liked it for what it was, but it also, I'm getting treated for psoriasis now, so hopefully my scalp will be better, and it won't interfere with long hair. We will see. Actually, just got a consult on a new med that I'm going to be taking for that, for skin stuff. First application of it, 4 injections.
Murder, banditry, assault, theft, and lollygagging.
Yeah, like that. It's ridiculous. Did we silently crash behind this loading screen? I've got a timer up on here. I'm gonna give it another 30 seconds. Yeah, no, it's fun to just experiment. That's how I got here, which I do like this hairstyle. it's like a good mix of it has ventilation but also is hair. So don't get too hot in the summer. Alright, we're coming up on that 30 seconds. If not, I'm just gonna restart it. Yep, okay. Okay. Skyrim will not accept this. Skyrim will continue. Yeah, it's true. Now it's just black. I don't know what's going on. Let's Control Delete. Hello, Task Manager. There we go. Let's try that again. Jimmy. Let's try it. I just want to see if it's gonna do it. I don't think Realm of Lorcan should have anything to do with it. If I just, I'm not gonna do the walk again. So TMM1. Now I'll be able to see. There is, yeah, Forecast Bell. Orphan's Tier, Nightshade Squall. Can't believe
Wow.
that line.
And as it happens, we're about to set sail. The winds are good to head west. We plan to land on a small island in the Abyssium. Eltheric Expeditions wants to establish trade with Kespar and Hern,
in my
two islands nominally ruled by Stros Mackay, but you wouldn't know it.
So I've been a little distracted.
They're about the closest thing to old Yokuda you'll find on Tamriel, and they don't warm up well to outsiders. But that's where you come in. We need someone to integrate themselves with the locals, help out, open the door for our traders to start operating in those islands. Make sense? Aye. We'll shove off then.
Fade. And please load. Loading would be great. No, but I should. I could actually just place the whole thing of leather armor. Okay, it actually loaded this time.
We are from Eltheric Expeditions, a trading and shipping company based out of Farron. Not as such. We are here to deliver some passengers and cargo for trade. The finest fur from the Malekna forest, dried and plain.
Okay, spells only. I'll put the dragon skin on. So, places where to get spells. I mean, I don't think I have any money. Okay, start out with 5 still. And any other ingredients would also be good to grab, as I will be be trying to do some alchemy. Nichols. Oh, I should get rid of all my map markers so I don't have everything discovered. There we go. Now that's correct. Was the new stuff from the merge? There's a lot of... Let's see. I have a list. Nope, 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 nope. Don't put the OBS window in there. Thank you. The new stuff from the merge. There is some hey. Hey spam. I'm also streaming this in the internal IB server. So we've got Samhai Dohern tweaks, Inner Reach stuff, Kola's Grave, the Merchant, Spearfishing Idol, Shovel Digging I want to test, and the Planter. Yeah, just by, hang out. You're all good. So, Zamahai Dohern, I want to look at. I want to grab spells because I want to see where I can get them. Having limited places to get the new spells from is something that's been brought up as a slight concern. So that's why I want to test. Okay. Okay. Cool. I toned down the hyenas recently to make them a bit more in line with vanilla wolves. So that is actually a positive result that one-on-one the familiar beats a hyena. That is probably what should happen. And the hyenas are going to be weaker than the vanilla wolves, very slightly, but then they have a chance to inflict a disease. I probably should have kept my old familiar around just to see if it could beat 2 wolves or 2 hyenas. But that was a fresh familiar, so that was, you know, reasonable. That makes enough sense. Arkansas, there should probably be a world encounter here. There is nothing. Okay. So no Selenius for me to buy. Oh. He's here instead. Wearing his snazzy new Cyrodiil mage robes. That, you know, are generic enough that I don't think it specifically ties it back to Cyrodiil, so that's actually quite good.
Got plenty here if you're looking to buy. Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that.
So let's see. Books, Clairvoyance, Frostbite, Fury, Oak Flesh, Zombie, and you just got general ass spells. You have none of the new stuff. Guess give me oak flesh. And frostbite. You can have these. Oh. None of these have any value. Okay. That's going on a note. That's going to be written down. That I gotta put value on the ingredients, because they should be worth at least like 1 or 2. Where's a notebook? I swear I had a notebook around here. You can't see it, but this desk is a little bit of a mess. It happens. Alright. Get out of here real quick. Just keep up a notepad. Can I just make you smaller, please? Thank you. Okay. Ingredients need value. I wonder if hyenas will appear everywhere in Hammerfell, or if there are regions that will have wolves, or both. I can imagine Dragonfields and Craglorn. Yeah, I can imagine that and some of the snowier parts, like to the west, or to the east, of Hammerfell might have wolves more than hyenas, like the more mountainous areas. Obviously they're a little further off in the distance, so we haven't really thought about how that would work. But seeing them fight would actually be kind of cool. Seeing like a few areas where they could come into conflict. And we will probably just have like some minor recolors. Maybe we don't even need to do that. I don't know. I know some of High Rock is just going to use the vanilla wolves.
Oh, just making my way. I have business in Chora, actually. I shouldn't delay. Well, just trading. I have spellbooks and magical items shipped in from High Rock. No, I just trade as I travel. I made my way out here on my way to Tanith. It's nice here, really.
Let's see if I can intimidate him. I doubt it at level 1.
I'm very well aware. And you should take care. There are consequences for accusing people of such things. Until next time.
Alright, so he at least got me some basic stuff. Basic vanilla stuff, but whatever. So now I have a vanilla-ass mage build. And probably what my next step should be is getting over to Earn. See what I can do about that. What happened here? Just a pirate? Okay. Thanks. Thanks, I guess. Feral cactus flowers. I have an idea for a side quest where a farmer is plagued by wolves and hyenas that also fight each other. Yeah, that sounds like a reasonable thing for a, I mean, I feel like a side quest you might want, like an extra layer to that. Because that sounds like a miscellaneous task, which is, like, cool. That could be fine. If it's just like, hey, I need this taken care of, go and, like, clear out either this den of wolves or this den of hyenas. Maybe even, like, a radiantly chosen, animal den. I feel like for a side quest I would want, like, okay, you have that, and then you do the one thing and it turns out X or Y or Z. Maybe it turns out it's a Spriggan controlling them or something, or whatever. just to give it a little more oomph, a little more interest. Zabata. She does not sell spells. Take tin ore. Is that part of this model? There's just a tin ore hanging out back here. Okay. I guess someone put these here before they put the this little addition to the statue here. And this actually doesn't look like it has the activator. So I guess someone didn't set that up correctly, because this should be a prayable shrine, I think. I'm pretty sure this was made up as a prayable shrine. Gonna make a note of that as well. Let's see, shrine needs activator assigned. Oh, I think Spam has something to say in the internal IP chat. Missing collision, maybe? Possible. That might be possible. I'll check it in the CK after this. I'll make up a list and then I'll check them all. And I'll see if it has the activator attached. Desert Fox. I like having the Desert Foxes running around. I know some people were a little, like, not sure about having them because they're just kind of a recolor of vanilla, but I like them. Maybe if you clear out a den, the wolves or hyenas won't from the other one, won't attack you. Yeah, maybe. I mean, even then, I feel like that's more of a miscellaneous task thing. I feel like I would want a little more, like, narrative to it. Like, my thought is mostly, you know, a miscellaneous task is like a one and done. Something like that, where it's like you go and clear out X thing, and then you're done. The side quest is more like there's going to be an extra step beyond that. And not to say a miscellaneous task is bad. It's not. The world needs miscellaneous tasks. In fact, I'm going to do some as part of this playthrough. And sometimes they can be what's needed the most for the region. Is just like, hey, we need a couple of things for the player to just do. And here's a scene. Starting scenes here. I believe he picks up his sword correctly now. And I know we have the young boy's voice lines in. Like, we have his recordings. We are waiting. We're currently training up a new person, a new audio person, who's going to help with EQing lines and editing stuff and whatnot. So the previous audio people are sort of getting them up to speed, and then they're going to work on these lines. Beautiful. Just a fox hanging around. And there should be a great sword now. No, there's not. Okay. Did that fall? It did. Okay. Well, I'm not an amazing level designer. If, Spam, if you have the inkling to get this hanging up here like I intended it. Murray! That's vanilla jank. That's fine. Will you sell any spells? I doubt it. I don't think I gave you any spells to sell. Can of feathers, yes. Good. Collision looks okay. Oh, Spam took a look at it. Collision looks okay, so it's probably missing the activator setup. Probably needs to have a Havoc disable script. Oh yeah, the sword. Oh, I probably checked don't Havoc disable, and then someone went through and got rid of all the, or don't Havoc settle, and someone probably got rid of all those flags. Apparently you're not supposed to, yeah. That was me not doing the correct, best practices, because I'm not good at the design. Oh yeah, the key cube. Oh, I don't have enough money. Okay. I know that works, but like it's cool. You got a lot of stuff to sell. It's a lot of like random little items though, so that's actually not bad. Okay, and your value, wait a minute. Mahilon had 3. And then when I go in ingredients, Mahilon value 0. So, okay, so is my 0 value actually related to whatever it is, speech score, something like that? So I guess they do have value. There's just something else going on where I have like a speech debuff or something. Not entirely sure what's going on there. And that might, yeah, that might actually just be a vanilla thing that I'm just running into and not remembering as a thing. By the way, do you have an idea how your team chooses names for locations that are in regions that haven't been covered before? It can be a hugely collaborative process, to be honest. Some stuff we grab from other games, other depictions, stuff that maybe was in ESO, that we make into different names. Some of them come from Climb, who makes like a lot of the grid maps and stuff, and sometimes we'll just throw in their own names, and sometimes we take them, sometimes we don't. Sometimes writer or level designers will toss in their own names, or writers will. In fact, we were just talking about Fat Stacks Plantation, and how that we couldn't come up with like a name that really stuck and felt good for that. And I was looking through our Yoku language recently, and I was like, huh, Satak means snake. And we don't really have a Yoku word for, like, big. So, Fatu Satak Plantation. And that's just, that's one of those things where it's like, that was a level designer fucking around and shit posting, and then it actually kind of became...
Mike wishes you well.
It actually ended up inspiring the final name. So, like, that's neat. There you go. I'm not naked anymore. Yeah, not naked. Character. In fact, let's go and get Razili's quest. So that'll be fairly easy to do. Tell me about the pottery you sell. Where do you get it? I'd be willing to look for some artifacts for you. Yep. 6-7 Durrani Ruin. Alright. Any other missed tasks that I want to grab around here? There's the Mori's one. I don't really want to do because this is supposed to be spells only. I I could do Shabbos. Yeah. I don't remember what dialogue it is to get to your quest. You missed the forge? Talking about your family and everything. Is gardening difficult? There we go.
I never asked this question. To care for something and see it thrive gives my days meaning.
Oh, you do have
Still,
voice.
the island offers challenges. Truth be told, I've been having trouble with the millet crops. Zet willing, we will get our harvest this fall as we have all the falls before. Zet is the god who blesses our crops and eases the curse placed by Tall Papa on everything growing. True. A farmer can only do their part.
Yeah,
The
totally.
rest is
I
in the
mean,
hands of the gods.
names come from everywhere.
The crops long for rain, which never comes, and so they grow too slowly. I need all the plants to be strong and produce a lot of grain. There is a solution. We can compensate for the scarce rain by giving them a special fertilizer, wax of the slain Gola, goblins, like you say. You do not know, Nutriman. On the island, you make use of what you have. What we've had for a long time are the ever-returning waves of goblins. Do not ask who first got the idea. It must surely have been a time before the father of my father's father. Unsavory as it may sound, the fertilizer works well. So we keep using this method when times are such that they ask for it. Interesting question, seeing as I'm afraid any wrath of Zet might strike you just as well as myself. But whatever happens, know that I will appreciate your help. I do not walk. You look like somebody who can handle themselves. I will offer good pay for your help, and any goblin treasure is also yours to keep. There is kindness in you, Nutriman. I will await your return. In case you haven't explored our island, goblins often make camps on the southern side. Oh, and please don't mention this to Miri. She might not appreciate hearing what made this year's grain so tasty.
Tasty goblin wings. It actually used to be goblin ears. Because I think there's like the Falmer ears ingredient, and then we didn't end up making ears for the goblins. We made wax instead. Which is an ingredient from Shadowkey, if I remember correctly. Might also have been in Oblivion. I don't remember. But I know it was in Shadowkey. Oh yeah, here. You know what? Getting to Hearn, I can do this instead of having to swim across or something. I don't know. Has someone worked on Hunding's Vale recently? Oh, good. Let's just take a look. See what it's like. I don't know if there's been any major work on it recently. Like, it still looks very good. And this was supposed to be like a fairly simple Yoku ruin. Take the embalming tool for later. Oh, and the decorative pot, I think, also could be one of the things that Rasili will take. Let's have. The light beige paint on Hammerfell Southern Coast Oni paint. I I think you might mean vertex paint. I believe it is the sand texture, the light beige, is probably the, like, Alakir sand texture that we have. But if there's, like, colored lines, that is vertex paint, which is meant to... the level designers use different colors for different things. There's, I think yellow is roads, blue is generally rivers, red is usually like a border for either a biome or a kingdom or something. So there's a number of ways that they mark that out. What are you doing, my dude? Are you... Is your ambush fucked up? Your ambush is not working correctly. Yeah. Yeah, because you're not hostile in the way that you're supposed to be. Yeah, there you go. You figured it out. We got there eventually. Oh, what? Why? Okay. Oh, that's right. We have Rana 2 voice lines now. Yeah, we still don't have the models quite yet. Devasa is working on the Run Net 2 models, and they are looking pretty good, but they're just not quite ready yet. Okay, maybe we should stick something else up here, because yeah, I found a cheese. I found some cheese. Oh, you know what? Never mind. Never mind. Ooh, okay. So there are work for the noble Breton whites. Yeah. I think the female versions, like the queen ones that we wanted to be on the what is it, dragon priest skeleton, are not in yet, but the rest of them are in. I know the kings are in, and they have been for a little while. Really, I need to go through and do like a at some point, probably pretty soon, I should go in and do a mechanics work on them. Like, make them fight distinctively from the Draugr and such like that. Maybe give them some different spells. Oh, where'd your friend go? No. Woo! I do not regenerate magicka fast enough. Alright, do I have any potions? No, I do not. Ow. Just go back, hit him a little bit. Come on back. Yeah. Yeah, good. Okay, that's one down. But yeah, the whites are really cool. I don't actually know if any of them are hanging around, like, fightable currently in the build. Because we had that example dungeon that we made for ModCon 2023? 2022? Something like that? But that was never really meant to be like a final dungeon. That was always just like a thing, and I don't remember. No, wait, it is supposed to be a final dungeon, and I don't remember what it's to. What it's supposed, like, what area is supposed to be for. Shaheen, broadsword. Go ahead, drop a quick save. Oh. Your ambush also fucked up. There's the crypt in Carthrin. Well, yeah, that's where we set it up for the stream, but it was meant to be for a different place. Because I remember that the Carthgrin thing was a crypt, and that was actually meant to be for a ruin, which are the bigger ones. Which is why it was so tall in certain places. It actually like doesn't make sense for a crypt, which is quite low. How about this? What happens if we do this? Okay. Didn't love that. Do I have anything else I can put in my other hand that is helpful? Ring. A Mormaline, or it's called the Talburn Crypt? Could be. Honestly, do not remember very well. But yeah, so it's somewhere. I just don't know where to go to access it. Probably could find it through the console. Oh no! Oh, let me just tap them. There you go. Chest. Statuette of Onsi. Wooden statuette. Morwa. Are there any plans on mentioning the spell scar? Nern Crux. Don't really know much about those. I think those are those ESO things? So like, someone would probably mention them. We just have to, someone has to be interested in doing so. Because I do not know any of the ESO lore that way. Restoration spells. Okay. Sesame seeds. Yeah, the ESO. Yeah, I just don't know a lot of that lore, because I have not played ESO. I mean, I have it. Played a little bit of it. Maybe I should do that on stream. Because what I played of it was not super engaging to me personally. But, like, I'll try it. Oh. And that's it. Okay. Nice. Nice little simple Yoku Ruin. That's great. Oh. It was supposed to be this guy. Oh, sorry, buddy. You didn't really get to do your thing, did you? 'Cause it seems like all the ambush scripts here are not working for whatever reason. Maybe did the level designer put non-ambush variants into, you know, where they're supposed to be ambushing? Tin ore, hell yeah. That's actually quite good. Lockpick, Jaheim, Zet. Ooh, actually that's better for me. Let's see, Zet. Oh, and there's a separate portion with the barrier. That's sweet. Good. Cool. We can't access that yet. I can show you what happens if you touch it. Netu Anselim. Oh, hi. I don't really need to fight you. Oh. This is a second cell within the dungeon. I thought this was to outside. Okay. Is this our boss chamber, I guess? Sweet. Alright. Yeah, I mean, I think if I was playing it on stream like this and had more of a goal, it would be more engaging to me. Cool. I don't think I've gone through this dungeon yet. This is cool. I definitely want to take a look at some of the encounters here and make sure they're set up properly with the ambush stuff, but this is cool. Ancient Ritgard Battle Axe. ESO's map is kind of weird. Yeah. There's no Totambu Forest. Yeah, there's a lot of weirdness that we just won't be able to replicate. Insect Swarm. Robes of Destruction. Oh, yeah. The Ranetu staves that we have. Setting up staves sucks. But it is something I want to get in sooner rather than later. That, common clothes. Six Swarm. Oh, and then if I do more restoration spells. I forget, is this a Beyond Skyrim spell? I think this might be a, it looks like it, yeah. Ooh. I might want to go in and polish this up, because that's... You got nothing in your hand, man. You gotta put something in the hand. You gotta give it the casting art, whatever it is. Compare some ESO locations. Yeah, I could. That makes sense. Oh, it doesn't even matter. He doesn't care. This is just normal vanilla enemy AI cheesing. Oh god. Is there a thing? You can drop down. Veilfall Den. And this is a hyena den? Yeah, okay. Hi guys. Nope. I know there's an exit out of here somewhere. There it is. Yeah. We did it. One dungeon cleared. For the most part. Ooh. Frostbite does not do a whole lot to these guys, does it? I mean, these should just be literally the same as vanilla mud crabs. I guess that makes sense, actually. Vanilla, it doesn't start off very strong. Yeah, that all worked really well. Where are we now? We're over here. I don't remember what this is. But I know there's an area I want to check here. Which is this little flag. Sapphire. And an expert strongbow. Oh my god. Am I going to completely fail at this lockpick? Yep. Awesome. I'm real good at Skyrim. Alright. So there's nothing else on here. Why does Hunding's Veil use that marker? Maybe you should change that. Also, the map marker is misspelled, now that I'm looking at it. Okay, that's definitely going on the list. Misspelled and should use Yoku marker. Hundings. Oh, cat left. Here he is. Well, he didn't leave. He, like, moved over to my other leg. Now he's hanging out this way. Okay, I want to make it out here. Because I know there's a little secret out here that I think I did a plugin for in the last merge. I want to check it out.
Jazargo is ready for more adventure.
Yeah. I can take a look at some of the mainland. The green effect that happens under these jelly waves is a little weird. It'd be cool if we could incorporate that a little more. or something, like it's a feature. Even though it is not. It is a weird bug. Alright. So this is a fun little thing. Just search the chest. It'll blame you. The actual entrance. Even though it's not
Gold
obvious.
solves most problems, doesn't it?
It's not obvious that this... Oh, thank you so much. It's not obvious that this is an entrance, but it is.
Never should have come there.
Shoot, shoot. Yeah. Get fucked, Berenia. Dagger. Did I not put... Let me drag you away. Okay, maybe I didn't actually do that. I wanted to put like a spell, you know, you'd get a free conjuration spell here for finding this. That might be something I still do just because you're not going to have a whole lot of other opportunities to get them. Alchemy. Is that a BSK? Well, now you know. That's one of the ways. Well, I mean, that's less getting food and more getting like loot, but that can include food. Because, you know, theoretically, a bunch of sailors or whatnot will find this, and then come and find the chest and get burned to death, and then she'll just come out and steal their shit. That is at least the little, the sort of mini plot that we have. Apothecary satchel. This looks vanilla. Oh yeah, Thalmor gloves. They wanted, I remember someone was talking about wanting to imply that she's like a Thalmor dissident or something. Nothing really beyond that, but it's a thread that people can put together. Okay, so there is no book. That is something I want to go and do. And it seems like these barrels are BSK, and this might be vanilla. So I want to look at getting those proper local ingredients. Take Hornet, Vitian Sponge, and Alchemy Lab. Oh right, actually, one sec. I'm gonna do alchemy, which I should be able to do some local alchemy. I gotta take a taste of everything. Hey, and I can restore magicka. Nice. Vitian Sponge. Hey! Beautiful. Nothing at basil. Let's do... Yeah! Discovering all kinds of things. Restore health, sea pods, red seaweed. Why did it give that tutorial when I was doing alchemy? That's weird. Ghoul's Eye? Oh. Is it because I'm still, like, stuff is still happening from... Oh! What did that? Wait a minute. What did I have that did that? Yeah, I'm testing stuff after Emerge, exactly. Um, yeah, we just had Emerge earlier today. So I'm testing some old stuff too, but I'm testing some new stuff along with it. So what did I have that just like absolutely killed me? Yeah, I must have, but it damaged a lot of health. I was at full. Um, so let's see. Store stamina, water breathing, restore magicka, fortify one-handed, magicka, stamina, health, damage magicka, fortify persuasion, damage health from the mosquito. Is it the mosquito? You're damaging a lot of health. That's a lot of damage health from eating a mosquito. Yep. Yep. I'm gonna have to tone that down. I don't know. Why is it so lingering? Like, I know that there is lingering damage health as an effect, but that's wild. Okay, so that's it. Figured it out. Will it just keep going on forever? Do you have a duration? Is it still in the active effects? That's a good thing to check. You're correct. Damage health causes 3 points of poison damage for 15 seconds. Feels like this has been long. Well, it had 15 seconds left. What was the duration on it to begin with? For 1 second. Okay, and it stopped. Alright. So it's not forever. It's just longer of a time than it really should be. So, I'm going to add that to my list. Map marker. Check. Containers in Varenya's. Room for local items. Mosquito. Effect too strong. Too strong. Okay. And then now I should be able to eat everything and make some actual potions. What gave me light? I thought I took away. I thought I already got rid of the, like, because I know someone gave light to Millet as, like, a joke. Um, hmm. Yeah, I think that's been a thing that's been talked about for, what is it? The King or Queen of Faerun? We've had some, like, back and forth as to whether, you know, what we want to do with the ruler there. The regent in Faerun. What's purple? What am I looking at? Oh, no, that's nothing. That's just a lighting effect because that's part of Somerset, the Somerset height map. Does implementation putting in jokes cause problems often? Not really. I mean, sometimes, but like, not very often, and they're usually pretty easy to fix. Because, like, it's not like you put in jokes that are a huge amount of effort anyway, so they're usually not a lot of effort to undo. In fact, I should head back to Troa and check out. I should turn in the quest, and then I'll grab some more millet and make sure that it doesn't give me light. Millet or sesame seeds, I think, also might have been the culprit. And maybe I didn't check sesame seeds when I was doing the whole ingredient, you know, what is it? Audit. Let me open up a window. I'm getting a little hot in here. It's getting too warm. This boy's so warm. Cats are like little space heaters, which I love, and they're fantastic, but also
Murder,
it's too warm.
banditry,
It's
assault,
too warm
theft,
for that.
and lollygagging.
Still a lot of writing left to do for get a little airflow. There's still a lot of writing to do for the like certain areas of the pre-release. Take off the cat cam. Boop. Like these two islands, let's see. These two islands have their writing complete. The chain is being held off for now, so that still has writing left to do. Stros is right now. Port Hunding has a lot of its character concepts in, but we haven't started in on actual like dialogue writing and quest writing yet. But we know what a lot of the inhabitants are going to be. And then the two High Rock cities still need writing to do. And then Snowline, the Inner Reach, and Cloud Mill have a lot of their character concepts and writing in. So it's like we have a lot of writing for mostly the non-city areas, which is not surprising because the cities are a lot of work, and they need to be a lot of coordinated work, because you need people who understand the characters to stick around through the concept of the characters, character dialogue, usually then quests. It's helpful to have them in on that as well. And then scenes. Scenes especially need people who know the characters. So you really have to like build separate little teams to make sure that they understand, you know, you have that through line. And it's much easier to do that with smaller villages and towns, because it just doesn't need as many people to be as coordinated, as opposed to a city which needs quite a few people to be very coordinated for a long time. So those are probably going to be the last things we actually get in, are the cities. That being said, Stros is the smallest of them, and that is the first one that we're tackling. So, you know, if that goes well, we will then move on to Baron and Johanna. You needed goblin wax. I'm drifting away. I'm drifting away. I am happy that writing is moving forward, though. For a little while, I was very deep in the implementation mines and really didn't have a lot of time for writing, and that's flipping now. I returned with some Yoku artifacts. Give Yoku pottery. I maybe could have done this as a... I think I did. I did implement this. And I maybe could have done it as a gift menu thing. If I knew about that at the time when I implemented it. I might go... I kind of don't want to mess with it because it works. But I kind of want to mess with it because a gift menu would be a much cleaner implementation of being able to give her whatever you want instead of it randomly choosing that I was giving her a pot. Because, like, maybe you want to keep that for some reason. And then I can go back and give her another later. So I don't know. Again, that involves changing scripts, which depends on if I want to do that. Thought I was going to make that jump. Come on. Inoherna. Why did I do that to the tune of the fucking old Saturday Night Live TV Funhouse? Inoherna. Inoherna. Hey, I didn't realize this is I just accidentally mountain climbed my way to an easier way into the boarded building. That's funny. That worked? Does that bring you down? Hey, alright. Interesting. Oh yeah. Garfield recently added these, like our level design lead. And like, I'm sure the idea is that they'll get like made into finalized pieces. I don't know if I understand the reasoning. Because it doesn't really block sight lines or anything. I don't know, it looks a little bit more like a gate, but I mean, it's always good to have more writers. I'll always say yes to more writers, more qualified writers. And especially, like, getting Snowline off the ground and actually going was a little bit of a task. And now Strauss Mackay writing, like, coming up and actually being something that really wants to get started soon. I would appreciate some more help with that. So, you know, people are interested in writing, absolutely. It's just these two islands are done. Is there an overheating mechanic planned for survival? Unfortunately, no. Because apparently, I've talked to some people who are in contact with the person who made the survival plugin, and apparently they, like, even at the time, however many years ago when they were doing that, were like, hey, you could do it this way and allow us to, you know, allow for an overheating mechanic, should you need that in the future. And they were like, no, I'm not gonna do it that way. So adding in a overheating mechanic is more difficult than you might imagine, because it basically involves rebuilding how survival mode does that. So this memory should work. Hooray! It works! I would love to have an overheating survival mechanic, but for right now, all the aisles are just counted as warm. Wait, this was the direction, correct? Yeah. Yeah, you do this, and then it's one of these. Close that. Yeah. Puzzle dungeon. Yeah, I imagine it's something that someone is going to make almost immediately once we release something. The Tuwaka amulet was like magic resistance? Yeah, magic resistance. That's also pretty good. But anyway. I love a good puzzle dungeon. That one's still up. Oh, that's it? Okay. It is so sweet seeing these dungeons actually like fully playable. Uh, is that? No, I don't need to go into it. Hmm. Okay. because the really still need a lot of dungeon work. Yeah, again, it's like per area, because you know this area has a lot of the dungeons complete, whereas other areas don't. So it's very much a like we have different things for different people of different skill levels. Because these dungeons right now are going through like polishing passes. That you know, you need to be someone who really understands dungeon architecture and how all those things are put together. And then we have some other dungeons in other areas that are less polished that you could help work on and do like first pass on. I know I saw someone doing a first pass of a High Rock Dwemer dungeon very recently. So there's still some first passes going on. Oh my god. Wow. So many run into.
Murder, banditry, assault, theft,
Ah.
and
Like all the way at the
lollygagging.
beginning? That stinks. Okay. Well, like it seems to work. I'm just not powerful enough to defeat all the run into. Let's go to Eco Herna and see the spearfishing idol. And then I also want to test the digging mechanic. Do. Yeah, so I mean, if you're interested in helping out, you can pretty much like take your pick of whatever you are interested and ideally talented within. Oh hey, it's the pilgrims. Yeah, there's Miriam. Where's her partner? Did you lose each other? Oh, there you are. Okay. Beautiful. Kimbor, you're the one
Manga
who's
foreigner.
supposed to have.
I am Rasad Af Arad, and I tend to the farm. It is a modest plot, but it is ours.
Yes, I'm glad that you're helping your brother out with his farm, but you should go fish. Go fish. No. I'm going into your house. Okay. Stand here until the morning. I'll probably go fishing in the morning. Ruatamo. Hey. Okay. my head? Oh, sorry, you're not seeing it that way. Because it's, I have a vertical recording going as well. And so currently when he stabs in the vertical, he stabs right into my head. Interesting. But I like that spearfishing item. It's cool. Oh shit! Oh, he actually catches a fish. That's great. Alright, that's sweet. Love it. What else? Oh yeah, harvest sesame and millet. And see, millet, restore health, sesame seeds, resist poison. None of them gave me light. What gave me light? In that, like, collection of ingredients that I had. Maybe it was something from that Cyrodiil, the barrels that had, I don't know, I assume they're probably Cyrodiil stuff? But maybe it was from that, and someone on Cyrodiil just had the idea to do the same joke. Oh yeah, let me take a look at him as well. The hanging body. He was doing some weird stuff before. Someone removed the swaying script from him. They might have done some weirdness with it. Yeah, it's weird. Fusion hood, red guard high boots, cool. That. And then that's the one that'll give it to you on the map. My map should say, yeah, Chenzukel, there you go. What else? Does Rutamore sell spells? I don't remember if she does. I sort of don't think she does. I'm going to the temple. Ruatomar scene should play here as well. View memory. Yeah, good. Teach me restoration. Okay, she doesn't teach, or she doesn't sell spells.
Greedy.
What have we got? He does. Angler swim, chill swim, 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 swim. I mean, I'll try silk swim.
Use caution
Right
about
now
the
I'm
island.
chugging writing for
It is no longer
Esbroniat.
as safe
Oh
as
yeah,
our
yeah.
ancestors
Esbroniat
feared.
sounds sweet. Yeah, I've seen some level design going on for that, which looks pretty good. I know, I think it's Sev, is on Esroniat as well. They're on Esroniat and IB, so we get to see each other's stuff going on. Silt swim, water walking. It's always good to have. Water walking, silt swim. So silt swim, make sure this works as intended. I don't have enough magic. Okay, I don't have enough magic for either. What, it's almost 7 o'clock. Do I want to artificially... Oh, I could show off, so I think the slaughterfish retextures that I did are here. Yeah, no, you haven't shown anything off yet. I've just seen it. So, player.setAV, Magicka. Let's just give me something reasonable, 400. So silt swim does nothing until I start swimming, and then there you go. And yep, I made some like just brighter blue slaughterfish. I'm honestly not super happy with the retexture, and I will definitely go back in and refine it, but it's more just a like, hey, everyone can see that this is a different slaughterfish now. And they're definitely a little too neon. I wanted to get like a Barracuda style, like gray blue, but it definitely seems like in game it looks a little, it's getting a little too bright. I actually really like the tone at the top there. It's just their belly is too blue, too neon blue. Yeah. So I'll work on that. I'll do some other retexturing. Where'd you go? There you are. Okay. Yeah. And this works. Oh, here. Actually, let me not kill you yet, so I can test out the scroll of Conjure Slaughterfish Familiar. There's that, and then I start swimming. And there's my little Slaughterfish Familiar. Jimmy Slaughterfish. Where did you go, other Slaughterfish? There you are. Slaughterfish Familiar, go! Go get him. Go get him, my spectral slaughter friend. I don't know where you went. Alright. Whoops. We just have bright neon rainbow color. I mean, maybe. Like, honestly, if that works out, I'll rainbowify them. I am fine with that. If that actually, like, looks good. Any news on Nereids? Nothing yet, which is unfortunate. I do believe they, Thingy went in and disabled one of the quests that we have for them, just in case. Because, yeah, it's been a little weird and touch and go. So yeah, one person was working on them, did not really work out, and we haven't really found a good person to take them up again. So right now they're still burnt fire Atronachs. I did have a talk with someone recently about changing their mechanics though, which I might do. And giving them more like electric eel style stuff instead of the poison spells that I have them using now. I have a quest where some paints or something get dumped into the water. Maybe. That having like a paint on the water effect might be kind of difficult, but something like that. We could definitely do like toxic slaughterfish or something similar. Who are you? Are you just a fisher? Fisher, yep. Been hunting and fishing in these parts for years. Let me try water walking real quick, just to make sure. I'm sure that that works, because that's just a borrowed effect from, what is it? Yeah, from Dragonborn. Because it had the boots of water walking, and oh, and it had a potion of water walking. It just didn't give you the spell version. But as far as I know, it works the same. Anything else to check out? Let me check. Anything else to check out here? Shovel. Okay, the shovel stuff. And maybe Altheric Merchant. Kind of don't need to do that. But I do want to take a look at the shovel stuff. So let's do that real quick, and then I'll just walk around a little bit. TMM1. Cannot fast travel when enemies are nearby. No, slaughterfish. My foe. How about COC? IBHF, Fort Liminos, Exterior 01. It is convenient sometimes to just know the, oh, Zarir, I love you so much. Go away. He's become, like, weirdly annoying. Like, we all love him as a character, but he's become weirdly annoying. Just with force greeting as we go around here. Looks good to me. Yeah. Looks good to me. I would kind of like it if, it put, wait. No, mine doesn't put you back into first person anyway, so you know what, that's fine. The teleport pads, they don't do it. So if the shovel doesn't do it, that's fine too. Digging things completely new, yeah, that's a new animation that we've made. Well, I think, did Matthew make? I forget exactly who made it. No, I think Spam made it. I don't know. But, that is a new thing for Beyond Skyrim. And it is used extensively here on the Isles. I don't know about how other projects are using it. But we've got a bunch of buried treasure, so you can go out and like actually dig up buried treasure with similar activator mounds like that. And you do have to have a shovel, or else it'll tell you like you can't dig here, you need a shovel. In fact, there's another one not too far away from here. Let me see if I can demonstrate that. And there are treasure maps as well to help lead you to some of these buried treasures, because some of them are pretty well hidden, if I do say so myself, because I placed them. Hey, buddy. Yeah, with my... Just for ease of time.
Go on.
I can't go on. So let's see... Oh no! Oh no! Gotta go and, replace that. Okay. But yeah, if I go in here and drop the shovel... Red guard shovel, drop that. There it is. I go to dig, it'll say you need a shovel to do this. Shoveling can prove useful for what we're working on in this Roniate. Yeah. I mean, talk to folks. I'm sure I could get you the names of who you could talk to for permission on that. It is pretty specifically built for BS assets, and using things based off of that. Oh no. Okay. So this was something I wanted to test because I did this initial implementation and someone just went in and retooled the way that the shovel stuff works because they wanted to like homogenize it. And yeah, it looks like it's disabling both the mound and the treasure chest, which is not correct. And that's kind of one of the reasons that I liked the way I did it better, because it just didn't worry about the treasure chest. And they're trying to do a thing where it's like, oh, but it despawns the treasure chest and then respawns the treasure chest, because that's how it works with the other versions that I don't actually want to use because I don't like them. Because I don't like the idea of digging a thing and then a treasure chest just appears on top of the ground that hasn't moved. I don't like that. But that's the way that Cyrodiil wants to do it, apparently. Or some other project. And I'm just like, no, just have the dirt pile. When you dig, it disappears. That's it. Just use level design to bury the treasure underneath. So now I'm gonna have to talk to them about that and tell them that it does not work correctly. Where's another one? There's another one near Zamhaido Hearn. So I'm gonna reveal some of the buried treasure locations because I'm gonna go and test that. Now I'm gonna be honest, I'm a little aggravated. That sucks. That worked perfectly before someone went in and messed with it. And I sort of understand why you wanted to mess with it, but fucking sometimes just don't. Okay, this one works. Alright, good. Alright, so it's not all of them. I'm less aggravated. It is not all of them. One of them just decided not to work correctly. And I can go in and take a look at what's going on with that. So. Yeah. Less aggravated. That's fine. What else? I think I TMM'd one, yeah. So I can go and... People were talking about the beige paint. Oh, I think they were talking about the road texture. The road vertex paint over here, yeah. Like, this is all just ground texture. Just L textures. This is a road that will eventually be built. Oh, and then you can see some blockouts of what Agath maybe might look like. It's sort of a, even proto first past. And you can see beaches all along Someone wanted to look at, like, the border between Hammerfell and High Rock. I don't think it's very, developed at the moment, but, like, you can go to Bankerai Pass. So this is some early stuff. Here, wait, I'll change the. So yeah, right now it's just a couple of Imperial fort ruin pieces. And a staircase going nowhere, it looks like. Here, let me increase my speed. Oh, okay, like a little, what used to be like a little lookout tower kind of thing. Looking out onto Wayrest. That's kind of cool. And you see the, the parts of Hammerfell that are this far northeast are going to be a little more lush. They're not going to be quite so starkly desert. Oh, hi, worm mouths. I didn't realize y'all would be out here. They still got the worm wolf noises. Yeah. Do you even have any unique worm mouth meat, worm mouth tooth? Okay. Here, and I'll put on TGM. Oh, there you can see one of the blue lines. That's eventually gonna want to be a river, water source of some kind. And then yeah, then it flows down into actual river. And this is part of Skaven. I guess like the other side of Skaven. Yeah. And this is on the side of this mountain, and you can see this will all be Hammerfell. And it all looks nice and, visually cohesive. And then you climb up over this ridge with all the mountain pieces. And you get up over here. And oh boy, it's High Rock. There you go. High Rock. And Apati Sukalat. Yeah, it's like a small village. It'll use some of the crown farmhouses. And then you cross over into High Rock. Now, will there be other things, still along here that will probably prevent it from being just oh, you can just swim across? Yeah, probably. But we'll figure that out as we go along. And there is this large Imperial court here that will be part of the sort of border gate, as this will be the Imperial border between Imperial territory over Meow and what is no longer Imperial territory over Meow. Is Evermore still in the Dragon Fields? I think Dragon Fields are more No, it is. Yeah, it is. Never mind. Because yeah, Dragon Star's here, and then all of this is Dragon Fields down to Evermore, and then it starts cutting off like down here. I think. No, right here. Yeah. So yes, it is still in the Dragon Fields, and the Dragon Fields are this whole thing. Start from Dragon Gate Pass, and I'll just like run along it real quick. This is not going to be an actual pass to Skyrim, as far as I understand. The plan is for it to be a like an old pass that has since crumbled, so we'll have a bunch of ruined pieces here. Also, why it's not using the pass map marker, so it'll be a a remnant of things past. A remnant of a more connected Tamriel. And you can see Skaven, Markarth, yeah, that would be that way, Ellen here. Dragonstar's over there. This is taking me south towards Skaven. So I want to go up here. That'll then take me, yeah. And then this is the Dragon Fields proper. This is that biome. Where you have this, like, gray, brownish, here, let me... make it, daytime. Three, 2, 1, 0. There you go. So yeah, I think the rock color is final because it's got to match up with High Rock's rock color, this close to it. But I think, certain parts of this might still be subject to change. The L texture, some of the grass textures that we're using, stuff like that. But this is the general vibe that we're going for the Dragon Fields. Dragonstar up there, which did go through a layout change recently that I quite like. It has this nice grand walk up to the actual city, and this is also going to be like a destroyed gate. So like that'll be the replacement gate down there to what was destroyed. And then we'll have a whole extra portion of the city down here. It'll be like this nice little kind of donut with some extra, not donut, like a horseshoe, but with some extra offshoots up here. You head down this way. There's a farm. I don't think this one has a name. No, it doesn't. We are getting down to Azra's Crossing, which is also going to be sort of in the Dragon Fields. Well, that's pretty much it. There's Azra's Crossing. Just a couple of farmhouses, to be honest, and then the big pit. Yeah. This is obviously pretty early days, and it's gonna get some refinement as it goes along. This is the lake. Oh, what is it? What is it? It's Halcyon View, Lake Halcyon. Are we still planning on giving Dragonstar a custom tile set? I don't know offhand. I know it's not planned. At least I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's planned to have like a fully unique tile set just for it. but I could be wrong. Outpost Viridian. Someone do work on this recently? This looks a lot more put together than it did before. I mean, except for the castle set itself not being complete, because the castle set itself is just... it's not really complete. Yeah. Like some Nordic and Redguard stuff. Well, even, yeah, but that's not really, like, how the city is, to be honest. Like, Dragonstar isn't really like, oh, the Redguard and Nord cooperation city. It's like the two the two cultures have been fighting over it for however many years. Crying Hound Wheat Farm. No idea who made that name. It's very silly. And this is Evermore. It's very early block out of it. And then outside here would be... Is this Mark Trey? Horse Girl Camping Trip. God damn it. Yeah, I don't know. So we might do like some Nordic hero pieces, like the dual dragon fountain might be like a Nordic hero piece for Dragonstar. But then I don't think the tile set itself will be like a huge difference. So I think it's supposed to be crown, like mostly crown tile set. But who knows? Plans could change. It is still very early days for those. And now we're back at Castle Ironbridge. Woohoo. The Sentinel sign on the watchtower there. Which I guess, because then this will lead into, like, the Totambu area over here. Over here? Totambu's supposed to be over here. Yeah. Yeah, Totambu's supposed to be, like, over here. The Totambu Rainforest. So... that might have just been a level design weirdness. I don't think Sentinel's region is going to extend all the way out here. That would be a weird, very large crime district that I do not feel like dealing with. Like... What's this? Who did something here? Oh, Lane Lynn. Okay. Lane Lynn. Someone did a first block out of Lane Lynn. That's neat. Oh, it's almost 7:30. Okay, I've been going for like 2 hours. Anything else I should take a look at? I don't think so. I looked at all the merge stuff. Yeah, just the Altheric Merchant, Sam Hern, Gola's Grave. Apparently there was some Western Reach stuff done. I guess I'll take a look at Snowline. I can look at all the NPCs. all the NPCs in Snowline. Yeah, there's the whole town.
Hmm?
What's up, everybody?
What do you need?
Frid the Kid,
Yes?
Tom the Climber, Wilton Dredane, Bard the Bear,
Need
Caius Sib N. I believe Sib N is supposed to be a female Briarheart, but we
Need
don't have a
something?
model for that yet. There is a like a modders resource that we're thinking about using.
Need
So
What do you need?
this will be, we'll figure that out.
What do you need?
Because we do
Yes.
want to have female Briarhearts as well.
Hmm?
And then, okay, no one gave her the proper being able to talk to her
Need something?
thing.
Yes?
The Broom and Dale.
Yes? What do you
Neat.
need?
Love it. I love seeing NPCs here. Obviously, they don't have dialogue yet, but most of these have dialogue written. So yeah, this is sort of the first pass of the cast of Snowline. The cast of characters that will be at Snowline. I like the Broom a lot. The Broom is so fucking
Yes.
cool as a concept.
Need something?
And it like sort of ties into, I think it's nocturnal worship, where he's given up his identity to be the local sort of cleaner, keep everything tidy. And so he is not a person anymore. He is the Broom. He is a Broom. What? Skygazer Peony placeholder. Okay. Harvest Wormwood. Sweet. Very male-dominated town. Yeah. Yeah.
Need something?
Hmm?
Yeah.
Yes? What do you need?
We got
Hmm?
2, and then I guess theoretically
What do you
3 female characters
Need
here.
something? Yes?
Hmm.
Hmm?
It's a good point. Might be something that we'll look at, swapping a character's gender here or there.
What do you need?
Honestly, for the most
Need
part,
something?
you can pretty freely swap most characters' genders. You know, unless their writing is incredibly specific, it's usually not too big of a deal to do that. Did they put any NPCs over at... Oh yeah, here, there's a wolf. Just a standard vanilla wolf. Did they put any NPCs at Eastbark? Yeah, there's some of them for Eastbark. Sweet. Riga,
Good.
Dame Rose
What are you
Coleman,
looking
Gay,
at?
Yes?
Parcel, Kellenock.
What do you need?
Here's where all the females are. They're all over at Eastbark.
What are you looking at?
Ketrin
Yes.
Dane,
What do you need?
Rowan the Snake,
What do you need?
Sandbjorn Stout. Cool.
Come, I haven't got all day.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
What do
Yeah,
you
yeah,
need?
yeah.
What do you need?
Still might want to go
Hmm?
and swap a gender or two.
What are you looking
Out
at?
of that's a very green orc. Dude,
What do
you're
you
like
want?
neon green. Might want to go in and tone down his
Yes?
skin tone a little
What
bit.
now?
I mean, is that a
Need
vanilla
something?
skin tone?
Yes?
I guess
Yes.
it might be. I don't know. But yeah, these guys are also kind of. Some of these guys are part of the like sort of part of the village of Snowline, because Eastvark is like one of the 3 Reachman clans that live in Snowline. One of them sort of defected and came and took over Eastvark from the Johanna
What do you need?
like militia. So some of these are people who would be living in the town if they didn't just do this thing and take over Eastvark. Oh, I wait 1 second. 1 sec. Come back here. You almost like carried me up. Yeah. Bring me to the ceiling. But yeah, it's cool to see NPCs.
What do you need?
NPCs in High Rock. I don't think we've done any for Cloud Mill. Because Cloud Mill is a little less clear. It's had some writing done, but like we're not sort of, it has like some character concepts, but it was originally written around like a central side quest that would be kind of like most of the town's content would be this one side quest. And I don't know if that's really where the direction we want to go anymore. We got to look at the rest of the region and how well that falls out. There's Jahana. Jahana. I could go into a Aquatic Crypt right here. No, not here. Where'd it go? There is one. Here. I'm pretty sure there's a white in here, just like a regular one. What's up, buddy? Come out into the light. Come out where we can see you. Looking at them now, they're a little gummy. I would love to get an actual... Do you have an actual glow map on your runes? Okay, you do. They do glow. It's just it doesn't look like it as much from when you're in the light. Would the out of bounds part still be explorable? What we would do for a release is to cut down on file size, we would generally remove anything outside, like out of bounds. We remove the actual assets and stuff from that area, but the LOD would be intact, like the distant views. So what it would be like is you could see pretty much all of this, like all the LOD from a distance. You would be able to see, like, if you went into the map and like got rid of the borders, you would be able to see Johanna from a distance. But as you physically got close and the area would normally load in, like the full textures, there would be nothing. it would just be bare landscape. And that is, again, mostly a file size thing, just because it behooves us to keep file size as low as possible, both for PC users and especially if we want to get anything on consoles, because their space limitations are very, very strict. But, you know, you'd still be able to do stuff like, you know, loading up the map, and if you got rid of the borders that would keep you in a certain area, then you could look at all of this, and you'd probably be able to see all of this stuff and whatnot. I know some people have done that with Cyrodiil, where they turn off the borders in Bruma and go searching around the rest of Cyrodiil, and you can only really see the distance, the low poly distance models, but, like, that's fine. I did that in Bruma, yeah. Yeah. So it'll be much, you know, much the same as that. I'm gonna go up and check and see what the actual Carthrin barrel leads to now. Because I think we only did that as part of a plugin. Yeah, it doesn't lead anywhere now. Okay. That's fine for right now. I do like Carthrin. Carthrin is pretty sweet. Didn't someone start on an interior for the castle? Okay, they added an interior cell, but they didn't really start on anything. Okay. They kind of started on some not, like, very simple stuff. Okay. They're just kind of playing around, really. That's fine. Again, gonna be a while till we get here. Yo, how are you? Let me wait until morning time. I'll check Discord just to make sure. Just to make sure nobody's got something else to say. Nope, we're all good. I think that is that's a placeholder map marker for Barabola. Have there been any talks about releasing Half a Kingdom? Yes, it is something I am pushing for very strongly. And some other people within the project are pushing for. Orsimer's Sorrow. What was that? Oh, it doesn't have an interior. That sounds cool, though. Yeah. It's something that, we're really seriously looking at. Because Beyond Skyrim in general just needs a release. And, like, you know, New North is great. I am not on Morrowind, and I don't really know what their timeline and what their progress is like. While we have made some really wild, incredible strides, so it's one of those things that, like, it's gonna kind of help everyone if we do. We just gotta get the logistics down of, like, alright, what is that? How do we do that? How do we polish everything up to, like, relocation. Polish everything up to like release standard and make sure that it's all going to work correctly. One of the biggest things, honestly, that's holding a release back is Bruma, to be honest. Like, because Bruma was built off of the older version of BS Assets, and we did a huge reorganization of it because it was kind of a garbage mess for a long time. And the one in Bruma is so disorganized. It's awful. So Cyrodiil have been working on a Bruma update, and most of what that update is just an internal reorganization of assets so that it will work with future releases. And it's not like that's currently holding anything back to release, but it is something that we're going to need to have done so that the idea of BS Assets being this thing that you can download once and then any other project will just work with it, so that works. It does seem like, yeah, we would be closer. Something, you know, keep your ears out. Baron Soldier. I don't know why we have some NPCs named Guard and Soldier. I should talk to probably no one and maybe Enidoc about, like, how do we depict and what exactly is the difference between a kingdom guard and a kingdom, like, army, like the soldier of Johanna versus a Johanna guard. Like, do those need different outfits? Do those need different weapons, different shields, something to like display that they are somewhat different? That is a harsh horizon. I think this is just using vanilla weathers over here in High Rock. So, ooh. Yeah, and the vanilla weathers are pretty simple in their color banding. Like, you can see that teal, it's got the gray close fog, teal horizon, like a white with a slight teal in it for the low sky. Which, like, yeah, if I didn't have the in-game editor to, like, see the small adjustments, which is how Bethesda would have had to do this, is just using the CK, which doing weathers in the CK is awful. Awful. You're basically doing color grading completely blind. So it makes sense why it's a bit, the color usage is a bit simple. And I would like to go in and vary it up a little bit. There's a plugin I was working on a little while ago, but I never really got anywhere with it. I should try that out again. And here's Farron. There you go. There's that. I love the Farron houses. The Farron houses are incredible. Right, I passed 2.5 hours. I think that's pretty good. Yeah, and it's almost 8 o'clock. I should go, like, have dinner. Have some food. Thank you all for joining, and, I don't believe I'll be able to stream much of next week, because, I am getting set up for Dungeons and Geekdoms 2026, where I'm going to be vending, in fact, here. Let's bring up, Dungeons and Geekdoms. It's like a geeky and kinky convention in northern New Jersey that I'm going to be vending stuff at. I'm going to be selling my little slappy implements that I make. So if you are in the area, I'm also going to be giving away tabletop stuff because it's a geeky convention, and I also make a bunch of D&D stuff. How do I get to my stuff? There you go. I've made a bunch of D&D like content and magic items and sheets and all kinds of things. So I'm gonna be giving away a bunch of this stuff. If you are a geeky tabletop playing, maybe also kinky sexy person, there you go. I got the whole thing, the Venn diagram. I'm both sides of it. So that's gonna be a lot of my next week is actually, waxing and getting finished off a bunch of other things to sell, and printing out a bunch of these things, and doing all of that stuff to set up for a weekend convention that I'm going to be vending at. So yeah, come check it out if you're in the area. And if not, and you're interested in these things, there is also shop.arcaneimpact.com, which is my site where I have all my other things that I make. All the things. They are pretty and handmade, and use recycled bicycle tire from local bike shops. So it helps everyone. It is recycling as well. Anything else that I could say? Oh yeah. Well, I'll do this later. I don't feel like doing it right now. I'm hungry. I'll go in and do all these little fixes later. What else? Anything else? Oh yeah, Twitch was like, hey, you can do like a promo sale for your subscribe stuff. So I think someone subscribed earlier today. Or something. They gave like bits or whatever. Honestly, the monetization stuff is so beyond me, but if you have any inkling, if you're interested at all, give me a sub. Yeah, thank you for the bits. I know I saw like one of the coins or something, but I think subs now are discounted by a little bit for something. So if you're interested in that, I would
Gold
always
solves
appreciate
most
it.
problems, doesn't it?
Thank you. Always appreciate it. Any bit you can give helps me give more time to Beyond Skyrim. Cause yeah, it's hard out there. All right. Anyway, thank you all so much. I will see you when I see you. If I can't do anything this week, then I'll definitely try and do something at the beginning of next week. And I'm always on the Discord if you have any other questions or just want to chat, say hello, whatever. So see y'all. You have a good night. Or day, or wherever you are.